It's Friday, January 24th, and this is Mr. Eichler's weekly webcast. To begin with, Lunch with the Doctor. Yes, it is that time of the month. It is the last week of the month next week. However, we are not going to do Lunch with the Doctor next Friday, as is tradition. And the reason why is simple. Next Friday is our big STEAM showcase day. And there's just going to be a lot going on around the building throughout the day, and it's just not a good day to do it. So instead, we will be moving it up 1 week, and we will have Lunch with the Doctor on February the 7th. And I'll get back to you on what episode and all that information next week. Math facts. Perhaps your son or daughter came home last night and told you about the grand math fact bet. Yes. We've got two groups of people in the class. We've got those that are doing their math facts, getting 90 or more in 5 minutes, and those that aren't. We got a couple that are close, but overall, the gap is pretty big, and it's starting to catch up to them. The math is getting more difficult, fractions, multiplication, division, all this stuff, all these concepts, finding common multiples, finding common factors, and it gets very, very confusing if they don't know the math facts. So, to motivate them, I have made them a bet. And this bet only involves those that scored under 90 on this week's Math Fact quiz. And that bet is simple. If they can get their scores above a 90 the first week of February or the first week of March, so they've got about a month and a half, month and a quarter. If they can score above a 90 in 5 minutes, they will get lunch and Minecraft for them and a friend for an entire week. That's gold for them. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing this. So hopefully I have found a carrot to motivate them and get them going on their facts. And if you can help carry that motivation at home, I'd be really grateful in encouraging them, forcing them to sit down for 10 to 20 minutes every single night and pound on those math facts. Again, that Math Drills app is a wonderful app to review given sets of numbers such as 7s, 9s, 12s, as well as speed tests to help get their fluency and recall speeds up as well. Yes. And finally, what's going on in class today? Well, or this week, I should say. In math, we have been working with fractions, and we have been adding fractions using the decomposition method. I know that's a little crazy, but it does a lot of foundational work for them in helping them understand how these fractions relate, go together, and break apart. And next week, when we step into subtraction and we start regrouping, this decomposing thing makes it really, really easy. Reading. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention on with fractions. At the top of their fractions math section, the very first page in their OneNote is all of the fraction videos for the entire unit, all in one place, so that if you're doing something and you don't understand it, you don't understand the way that we're doing it because you know Common Core, go ahead and just review those videos, and that should hopefully explain everything that you'll need to know to be able to help your child with the math. Reading, we are continuing our novel studies of Matilda and the BFG. In writing, we began a book review this week, and we're going to write a book review about a book that we have read probably during our reading challenge, our 10-book challenge. And they're going to write a review and give it points, and we're going to record a video, and it'll be huge. In science, we are working on weather, and we're reading weather information on our TRIT webpage from WeatherBug, our weather webpage. Have them show you the weather website. It's kind of cool. And in social studies, we've been reading about the Oregon Trail and writing an adventure based on our reading. So that's been kind of fun too, and a bit of a review for narrative writing. Hey, that's everything. You guys have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you soon.